Guys, guess what? I just came up. Okay, look. So tomorrow I was gonna start like holistic medicines and all this different stuff, which I'll do for the show tomorrow. But for the brilliance of this, y'all know I've researched critical race theory. I told you guys that they stole it from a conversation that me and another teacher were having in the classroom. And David Banner took it to a whole nother level. So he thought it was critical race theory, right? It is not critical race theory that I'm talking about. But let's use our identity or cultural iceberg to create critical race theory for yourself. So listen, we can start big or we can start small. So since I'm on a budget, I am going to show you what I'm talking about. And I'm saying back it up with data. So I've been at places like, I just thought about this. I go to Whole Foods to get like when it's summertime, I go to Whole Foods, I sit outside and eat. Now I would go to Whole Foods, I just come straight back because I got a room. So when I go to Whole Foods, I had a conversation with somebody and they were like talking about how the trash was overran. This is the thing. Some people, recycling is part of my culture. You understand what I'm saying? So if we were really looking at what's her name? Cresswell. What's her name? Frances Cress, and she just died. But anyway, when I look at hers, and she was like against gay people. She was saying like white people were making black people gay, right? Which is like I see what she's saying now that I know what I'm dealing with. But at the same time, if that's my true sexuality, if that's how I am born, heterosexual, homosexual, nobody is making me gay. You understand? Like, I'm not going to be made gay. I tried being gay. It's not a joke. I'm not gay. So what's happening is like, I'm going to replace being gay with recycling. You understand what I'm saying? So there was an issue here with recycling, and it was in St. Louis where people always think that because the statistics say this, then it's not good. Well, it's not the statistics. It's usually just a dumbass person that doesn't want to do their job. So that's what news has turned into now. So when they have this dumbass person at their job that doesn't want to do their job, then it looks like the statistics are bad. Or you got people that don't turn in shit. Like it's like they really need the statistics and they're not turning them in. So if we really look at what we're doing and we like create pages where I say, okay, in St. Louis, Missouri, I have observed them picking this up. I spoke to this person and observed this, that, and the other. You see what I'm saying? Because really heard that we got incinerators and stuff like that. So it's like that, like we can take stuff to go get burned. Like it's a whole place, a steel place where they'll burn the shit for you for real. Like mattresses get burned. That's usually all the places because they don't want the diseases and stuff like that. So they get turned into ash. So if it's an issue with recycling, when I did see it, it's the issue with recycling is over now. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like when I was in my house, I recycled and a recycling truck picked it up on a certain day. Not the trash truck. It was a totally different colored truck, and a recycling truck actually picked it up in Alton, Illinois. I'm talking about like clockwork. If nothing ever worked, recycling really worked, and I can tell you how to recycle. So that is a part of my critical race theory. You understand what I'm saying? It's like that is critical race theory, whether you know it or not, because that is part of my life. So what you do is we take little snippets of our life and we highlight what it is. So the problem, I went to Whole Foods Market. I got good fruits and vegetables, right? I get good fruits and vegetables at Schnucks too. The other issue is like when I was doing a paper on Central Market, I learned that the same person brings the produce to Central Market, to Walmart, to any grocery store in that Texas area. The same produce comes off the same truck, except for the Fiesta, except for because they send that straight from Mexico. That's the only truck that's different, and it's the only one that's truly organic. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So in this area, we have farms. So we have like Eckert's. We have, I think that's the only farm in this area. So it's like, I don't know anything about the grocery stores here, right? So how does the fruit and vegetables get to Whole Foods? Is it the same grocer? Because sometimes, like, really, Schnucks and Whole Foods kind of sell different fruits and vegetables. You understand what I'm saying? So is Schnucks not ordering it? And if so, then Schnucks is being racist because they are assuming that people in the area, because it's a predominantly black area, a black store, that they don't want to have the same produce that they have at Whole Foods. You see what I'm saying? If it's the same produce person, they should buy all of it, because black people, African, like different cultures of people, shop at the store, even though they're all their skin is cocoa, baby. Everybody is a different culture. Jamaicans shop at the store, Africans shop at the store, white people shop at you see what I'm saying? Italian, African, all those people shop at the Schnucks on Lindell, right? So why is it not ube potatoes? Because in Alton they have ube potatoes. And then you get down the street, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about y'all, they're within a few blocks of each other. So that's the problem for me. You understand what I'm saying? So now that is a problem. Why is that not happening? So if I go to a different Schnucks, like it's another Schnucks somewhere in this area. Oh yeah, the one downtown. The one downtown doesn't have shit. Like you actually have to go to the one on Lindell. So now I cannot say that this is actually a racial issue. This is a person that doesn't know how to do their job issue. You understand what I'm saying? It's like this person doesn't have the correct culture to order the fruits and vegetables. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like what's happened is because we have been overtaken by these people, their minds are very small. So instead of them thinking about everybody's different tastes, they thinking that everybody has the same taste. We don't all have the same taste because we don't all come from the same culture. So we are being shrunken into being the same as everybody else, when really it should be a plethora or a gift of different types of fruits and vegetables so that we can show that that's different for us. Because in Alton, I got a huge choosing of whatever I want to have, and then you get her over, and that's in Illinois, Alton, Illinois. It's a small place in Illinois. It's actually smaller than its area. But and these stores are within blocks of each other. And I'm telling you, it's just not enough produce. It's not enough to choose from. It's not enough variety of produce. And so that's a big problem for me. So I don't think it's a racism issue. I think that it really is a cultural issue. I think that the issue is that this person is used to some Midwestern bullshit and is actually trying to push it onto us. They try to do the same thing about the recycling. Like the person was trying to make it seem like it was such a small thing. Like they don't care. They're not going to do anything with that recycling. And people actually do. It's actually I actually am like a good recycler, and I would like to see myself do that too. You see, so it's like you see what I'm saying? So that is critical race theory. All right. So when I analyze this, it's not the entire area of people, it's the people that's ordering the shit. So that's why. So I think this next month should be just like, let's do some critical race theory. Let's look at what's in our area. Let's research what's going on, and let's get some papers and shit about it out there, and be specific about the area. Be very specific about the address and how far it is from each other, how many miles, and all those different things, because that is what makes change. That is when I can go look at your area and say, okay, well, Central Market is like, well, even though it comes off the same truck or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I can still go to Walmart and probably get the same thing I get at Central Market. You see what I'm saying? I can get broccolini at Walmart. But what I'm saying is like, that's in Texas. So it's like, I have to think about, since I've lived in Texas, how does Texas do it? How did Texas get better produce? How did Texas get a larger variety of produce? Who do I complain to about the produce? And I'm talking about, I'm serious, y'all. I'll do it. Like, it's like, let's do that. Like, let's create new critical race theory. And then that way, it's more cultural and it's open. It's not just a black situation. It's an everybody situation, because that's actually what it is. It's an everybody situation. Because I'm shit. Deerberg's fucking $6 for some goddamn matzo balls. Fuck y'all, you know. And it's like, how much are they at Schnucks? I never checked. How much are they at Whole Foods? I never checked. But I'm just saying, like, it's like, for real, like downtown, I think they do them dirty, because it's like, why don't y'all have more shit in this store? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they got a little bit of shit. And I mean, the store is small, but still, it's like, can something be moved around or something? Like, you should probably offer lower prices because people come in from out of town. It's almost like the prices are okay, but they could be better. Like, the sales could be better. So that's all it is. It's like, let's really dive into creating a new critical race theory and create pages for it, web pages for it. The newest, like, I don't know what to call it. Even though it was a mistake, it's something that still needs to be looked at and checked and all those different things. And now that we know it's due to traveling, which is, that's for me, I'm telling you, if you don't travel, you won't see that a lot of that shit came from New York. You see what I'm saying? Frances Cress Welsing, that's who it was. So a lot of that shit, she was probably in a gay neighborhood and didn't know. And that's it. So it's like, yeah, we just really need to look at it and start to add stuff from other cities, from other places. You know, I would like to see people that are in spaces where it's not predominantly black. Like, how do you feel about it? What's going on? I have a new theory for Dallas too. I prefer to be around Republicans than I do, more so than I do Democrats. Democrats really do try to keep you on welfare and benefits and all this stuff, and Republicans are like, nah, you need a fucking job. You see what I'm saying? How the fuck you gonna travel? You don't got no fucking job. Democrats don't keep you with cash. You see what I'm saying? Republicans keep you with cash. So it's like, they know how to, they don't play with money. Democrats play with money. Republicans like, nah, we don't play with that shit. We gonna put the real fucking dollar in your fucking pocket. And so that's something else. You gotta really look at that. Living with Hispanic people, they gonna put cash in your pocket. Living with black people, they take cash from your pocket. So it's like, you know, different cultures, different things. White people, it's a throw up in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who are you? Some of them try to rob you for every idea you got so they can make more money off of you, and they'll give you a penny that they have left or something they can throw to you after they've stolen your shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all, it's like, that's critical race theory, and black people would do that same thing. They'll steal from you, and just, you know what I'm talking about? And it's not even the color, because Hispanic people do it too. So then you have to come to terms with, that's their personality. That is their personality. Somebody is telling them the wrong thing. Where is the oops? That is too many people doing it. So that was what it was in my case. It's too many people stalking me. So somebody has told them the wrong thing. Somebody has left the gate open and people are actually walking in. And so that is it. Like, you know, once we start to dive into it, then that way we'll be able to see, okay, that's how we give reparations. You see what I'm saying? Now that I found this out, that's how we get reparations. That's why I started researching when my mom and my mom's cousin and her friends were really overweight. That's when I started researching that too. They all about the same age, and then they started trying to kill them instead of pay them. It's like they probably owed money in a lawsuit for whatever medicine that they tried to put them on and all this different stuff. So it's just like, all these things are very important. Just like now, we owe money for a lawsuit. So it's like, that is critical race theory. You got to analyze the problems that are going on around you, starting from yourself and your family, and then moving out into the community and figuring out what happened. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because it's there. If you ask the questions, you'll be able to figure out the problem, the solution. That's what it is. If you ask the questions to the problem, then if you ask the questions about the problem, you'll be able to figure out the solution to the problem. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck who got it wrong. You understand what I'm talking about? That's why I be saying, keep your fucking mouth shut if you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Y'all should just stay the fuck out of other people's business. You see what I'm saying? But now that they've been in my business, let's go ahead and fix it. That's how down I am. You see what I'm saying? When y'all run and hide and leave me homeless or try to kill me and my family and leave us without any fucking thing, that's the shit I'm gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you fucking go high. Have a good day.